Everybody expected Angel Reese to walk into Atlanta and instantly look like the face of a new era. New city, new team, sold-out crowd, cameras everywhere, and social media already treating the night like a movie premiere before tip-off even started. But by the end of the game, fans were not talking about the win. They were not talking about the rebounds. They were not even talking about the clutch block that helped seal the game. The entire internet was locked onto one thing instead. Another wave of missed layups that somehow turned a double-double debut into one of the most chaotic conversations in basketball. And the craziest part? Angel Reese herself finally admitted something felt off. That's when fans started asking a question nobody in Atlanta wanted to hear this early. Is this just first game rust, or is there a bigger issue following her into every arena she steps inside? The Atlanta Dream thought this night would feel like a celebration, and honestly, at first it did. Reese walked onto the floor looking every bit like a superstar. The energy in the building changed every time she touched the ball. Cameras followed her during warm-ups. Fans screamed after rebounds like they were watching playoff basketball in May. You could already tell the Angel Reese effect was real before the game even settled in. Atlanta didn't just bring in a basketball player. They brought in attention, headlines, controversy, and nonstop conversation. That's valuable in today's league, whether people like admitting it or not. But then the game actually started, and suddenly all the excitement turned into tension. Every time Reese caught the ball near the rim, the crowd almost held its breath. Not because people expected something dominant, but because nobody knew what was about to happen. One possession looked smooth, the next looked completely out of control. A clean rebound would turn into an awkward finish. An easy transition opportunity somehow became another replay spreading across social media before the quarter even ended, and the internet wasted absolutely no time. Clips of missed layups started flying across timelines instantly. Basketball pages posted slow-motion replays. Fans started making jokes before halftime. Some people were laughing. Others were frustrated. And some supporters were already defending her like they were entering a war zone online. That's the reality around Angel Reese now. Nothing stays small anymore. Every mistake becomes a national conversation within minutes. What made everything even crazier was the fact Atlanta actually won the game. Normally, when a player finishes with 11 points, 14 rebounds, and multiple huge defensive plays in a debut victory, the story writes itself. Most players would leave the arena feeling celebrated after that kind of stat line. But Reese doesn't operate under normal conditions anymore. Her games feel less like regular season matchups and more like internet events. That's why even after the win, the conversation immediately shifted toward the same criticism that has followed her since college, the finishing around the rim. And honestly, this is where things start getting uncomfortable because fans are not criticizing difficult shots. Nobody expects every player to hit fadeaways through double teams or pull up from 30 feet. These are point-blank opportunities. Layups, quick finishes near the basket. The kind of shots professional players are expected to convert automatically. But somehow with Reese, every close shot feels unpredictable. Sometimes the ball rolls off softly. Sometimes it flies too hard off the glass. Sometimes she gets the rebound back and misses again before finally scoring on the third try. And once the internet noticed the pattern, there was no going back. Fans started joking that Angel Reese leads the league in rebounding her own missed shots. And brutal as that sounds, those jokes spread because people kept seeing clips that looked exactly like that. One miss rebound, another miss, another rebound. Finally, the basket. At times, possessions looked less like professional offense and more like somebody refusing to leave an arcade machine until they finally won the prize. The internet absolutely feasted on it. Sports meme accounts started waiting for her first missed layup every game. Some betting pages even joked about predicting her opening miss before tip-off. That's how dangerous internet narratives become once they stick to a player. It stops being about one game and starts becoming part of their identity. And unfortunately for Reese, the reputation is growing fast. But here's where the situation becomes complicated, because despite all the criticism, she still produces. That's what drives both supporters and critics insane at the same time. Even during rough offensive nights, Reese still impacts winning. Against Minnesota, she controlled rebounds, defended aggressively, and made one of the biggest plays of the